Hola! Today I'm going to talk about kind of a weird topic on my YouTube channel because I got my sub button when I had only 2K and when I was over 4 months of streaming, which is extremely rare. It is possible though. The first thing that I have to think about was, how can I make this happen? I am driven by passion, but whatever I do it has, a business entrepreneur mindset because I really want things that I do to be successful. So since the day one that I started streaming, I had goals. I had goals to become bigger. I had goals to have a sub button one day. I didn't know when, but I had those goals in my mind even before I started streaming. The first thing that I did was accepting that I really wanted to make this work, and accepting that I had to save money to get a new laptop to stream, accepting the fact that my room is too tiny for me to have an actual desktop and everything going on, and just try to work with what I had. The second thing that I did, which is like the most important thing, is research. I know that most of you guys don't even understand what that is. Why would you do research to make streams? This is why. Knowledge is power, and if you have knowledge on your side and if you have effort, those two things together is like boom. It just pays off so much. I started doing research when I was actually at my full-time job. Every single break that I would get in my full-time job, I would use it to watch other streamers. I would note down everything about them, what they were doing well, what I liked about them, and even the streamers that were very famous but I didn't really like the stream, I would try to figure out what's making people stay on their stream. Other things that I did was Google how to get big on Twitch, how to get viewers, how to make your channel grow, things like that. Since I like to note down every single thing that I learn on notebooks, I will save you a lot of time and I will tell you what I noted down. So for you guys who do not feel like reading the whole article that I'm linking down below, I have a few topics about that article that might help you. First thing that the topic claims is that women get a partnership easier. With my experience, I don't think so. I think that might have been the case like a few years ago. I don't think that's the case anymore. I think that Twitch has become really suspicious of women nowadays. The only thing that I believe that your gender will assure you as a woman is that you're gonna get much more harassment, hate, and doubt. People will doubt you, doubt your skills, doubt your intelligence. You're just gonna need to grow a tougher skin than men on Twitch. That's the only thing that being a girl has taught me on Twitch, and that's the only thing that I think that your gender will give you. Twitch gives you a few numbers, which I can try to link down below, guys, for you to know. I don't feel like the numbers are important. I've even been contacted by other streamers who are much bigger than me and have a much bigger audience, and they can't get the sub button. Those numbers, it's something that you might want to work towards that, to grow your audience. Don't think about that as a guarantee, because it's not going to be that gives you the sub button. Another thing mentioned on the article was that you should not smoke on stream. I believe that's due to the fact that there are so many young viewers on stream. If you're going to apply for your sub button, you might want to have your qualities on your mind, like what makes you unique. Really strongly believe that it is something that Twitch is looking for. What you need to do is, before you even start streaming, you need to figure out what kind of streamer you are going to be, or what kind of person you already are, because the streamer and the person, it's the same. You kind of have to connect and realize what do you want to do and what will work for your niche. So my niche, it's like a sensitive and kind and generous group of people who like to have fun and laugh and share experiences. That's what we like to do. So my stream is focused on viewer entertainment and connection. I sort of know what's going on my subscribers' lives. We like to talk, we like to discuss ideas, we like to know what everyone is watching right now or what everyone is reading at the moment. But that's my stream. It doesn't have to be yours. You can be like a great player. You might not even need to talk. There are a few streamers like that. They are so good that they don't really need to pay attention to the audience, and the audience likes it that way because that kind of audience is just there to learn and to watch but not to interact, right? You have to get some time to learn some skills on Photoshop because that's going to be something that you need, obviously. And also, if you don't have the time, maybe you have the money, pay an artist to do that for you. Another thing that I realized was that Twitch was giving priority to people who already had big audiences on other platforms. Let's see, for instance, YouTubers can much easily get a sub button than someone who has like no social media besides Twitch. In my case, I already had YouTube, I already have Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and so on. I have a lot of social media working on my favor. Another thing that you want to learn is how to make content distribution. This is not something that I'm a specialist. I'm still trying to learn this, but you need to get to other websites like Reddit or forums or discussions posts and all of that, and you kind of need to say, hi, I'm new, I'm streaming. Don't expect people to just know who the hell you are, because if you do not advertise, this is a kind of like a bad word, people just don't really like it, but if you do not let people know, okay, let's use this expression, let people know that you're streaming, no one is going to go there. If you are just starting streaming for nobody and expecting that random viewers will just pop in, it will get so much harder for you to grow your channel. So use everything that you can. You probably have a private Facebook with your friends and your family and so on, so use it. Besides this, you can also add information on your profile. If you have the right information on your profile, you can be sending the right message to Twitch whenever Twitch comes to your profile to see if you deserve or not the sub button. I have a section called goals. As someone that wants to be serious about streaming, you want to set goals for yourself. Since the day one that I started streaming to now, I reached a lot of goals like really fast. It really sends a good message to Twitch admins having a checklist, because it tells them that you are working towards something. Another thing that I realized is that people like schedules. When I say people that I start streaming at 9 p.m, I have viewers that are there exactly at 9 p.m. and when I get late, they tell me, you are late. For me and for my lifestyle, I don't really remind myself every single schedule of every single streamer that I watch, but the schedule also works like a tiny little note that gets stuck in your head. When I was not streaming, just doing research and seeing streamers, I was still working on my full-time job, and sometimes would get tired of the music and playlists that I had at the time, and I was like, oh, this is actually the time this guy is streaming. Once you reach a certain level of popularity, you will probably be contacted by many gaming communities. You need to be careful with that, because some of them just really want to get some popularity for themselves, and they will not help you get anything. It literally appears on your stream, so basically you're giving them free publicity because you're playing to them on their community. In my case, I had the great opportunity to join the For the Win community. Obviously, I already knew that a lot of the people that were hosting me and my bestie Nichan was already on that team, and they gave me a good feedback already, so I went for it. I went after it until they said yes. No one gets in without an interview, so we did the interview on Skype, I think, and I was in and I was happy, and in a matter of like 3 weeks they reunited 8 streamers, young streamers on their team. They felt that we have potential to become partnered with Twitch. I was one of them, and they did again another interview to know if we were interested in getting the sub button and the reasons why we wanted a sub button and so on. If you pick a good community to support your request for a sub button, it will help you a lot. This was an extremely long video for me to film. You guys have no idea. My battery ran out. I had to recharge it, and it has been like 4 hours. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for watching. Maybe hit the sub button if you like this video, and I will see you on the next one. Ciao!